Welcome everyone to the stream. My name is Brian. If you happen to be new here, today is a game day. My wife is gifting me this day to play really as much as I want, and we're going to kick this off right with some more Star Citizen. In fact, some people should be joining me and hopefully helping to train me in the ways of flight with the mouse and the keyboard. Now I'm saving up for some hardware for just flying and playing this game and just immersing into the world itself, but that should be coming very hopefully sometime soon in 2024. I made some progress, but then my kids destroyed my headphones, and so I ended up having to order a new set of headphones, and that is, you know, almost in a way very poetic, but it seems like I'm got an upgrade, so at least that is something that is checked off the list, and we're going to be I'm going to keep saving up for the flight sticks and so much more. So thank you guys so much for your recommendations. Overall, today is just going to be pretty chill. We're going to be talking, hanging out. You can come hang out in the Discord server. Right now, I'm in the Star Citizen chill room. If you guys are interested, all the links should be in the description. You can always use the command Discord if you want to be a part of the community there. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. This afternoon, we're kicking it back off from Fridays, which I've been playing through Elden Ring. So this afternoon, we're going to return to Elden Ring. And then if I've got the energy, I've been trying to stream No Man's Sky this week. It just hasn't worked out for my schedule. We had a couple of family stuff come up, which that's more important. I'm going to go and take and prioritize the kids over video games. But if I'm still got the energy, well, after that, I'll go, you know, we'll have a couple breaks in the day. Like we'll take a lunch break. I'll go spend some time with the family, maybe go for a long walk. This afternoon will be from Soft's Elden Ring, and then we will dive maybe into No Man's Sky as well. So an epic game day. In which I get these a couple times a year, which is always quite wonderful. What's going on, Zero? What's going on, LMMS? Dead Duck, how you doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Zero says, might want to get a couple more headphones. My kids made me go through them. I hopefully will not have them mess with these. The nice thing about these is they're wireless. The last ones I had were wired, and every time the kids would rush me on a stream, they'd always end up stepping on the cord and would like pull my head in one direction. So at least now, ideally, I can set these further away from the kids. I will be investing in a lock for the office though, because it's not the older kids, it's the 2-year-old, and we're still working on getting her to listen and not be as destructive, but it is the nature of the beast. But anyway, I've opened up voice comms if anybody wants to join in. Right now, it is just me. And I'm going to jump into some Arena Commander, and I'm going to try like a race again. I'm just going to kind of goof off and play around, and we're just going to go from there. So hopefully you guys are having a good time. If you guys feel like I've earned it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're watching this as a VOD, you're a freaking legend. Be sure to comment in the comments of this video. I think YouTube really likes comments on past live streams. What's going on? Is it pronounced Seago?
Yep, that's right.
Sweet, I knocked it out. Thanks so much for coming in and helping to train me in the ways of flight today. I'm at the main menu. What can I get you? Like, do you need my name, or how does this work?
Yep. So I can add you to my friend list, so you can join me in Arena Commander, so the same server.
Yep.
You can actually do that right now. Just go to add friends. It's Seago as well in game.
And what did you say the name was?
Seago, like the same as on Discord.
Easy. Seago, send friend request. All right.
Alright, let me check.
There's a Seago and a Seago 10.
Yeah, you sent it to the right one, I think.
There we go. Friend added, yay!
Yep, there we go, nice.
Oh, team elimination. Did they add a new mode? It says new on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
The things are currently rotating, so
Yeah.
they're adding like the new game modes in and out.
I think I played Control and I played Gun Rush, which was a lot of fun. But I was like, man, it'd be great if they had kind of a team deathmatch, and I guess that they might have added that.
So your prayers have been answered. Yep.
Yeah. What should we go into? Are you in my party yet, or how does that work?
So we're just basically gonna go free flight. It's the place where you go for 1v1 practice.
Okay. Free flight.
And
I see it. Okay.
So you're gonna select the Gladius. Have you already set it up?
Vehicle selection. You said the Gladius. Which manufacturer?
As Aegis.
Aegis. Gladius. Ooh, cool. Rent ship. Confirm rental.
Yep. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free to rent.
Yeah.
Now you want that over to the vehicle loadout. We're gonna make some adjustments.
Okay.
So, first thing you want to do is you want to change the shields. So for that, you go to the vehicle loadout, like I said. Head over to systems.
Systems.
Right. We want to change out the shields. Okay. Yes. You want to search in the list for the FR66.
FR66. Got it.
Right. Okay. You want to rent that and equip it on the ship.
All right. And it says unequipped. Equip item. Okay.
What do you do that for shield generator 1 and 2?
1 and 2. Same shield generator?
Yep.
Alright. And then equip.
Alright. That's good.
Okay. FR66. Yeah, I got it on both. Good morning, Solomon.
Okay, good. Then you want to head over to vehicle weapons. It's a tab next to systems.
Mm-hmm.
And there you want to change the nose weapon.
The nose?
Yeah, it should say weapon nose.
Yep.
And you want to search in the list either for CF337 Panther or the Attrition.
There we go, got the Panther.
And then you want to equip that on the nose weapon.
Waiting selection. Okay.
Right. Everything worked out?
It's got all these, it says changes pending.
I really commit that can be a bit janky sometimes. It's so the way to fix it is just to back out and go back to the loadout and try again. To make sure that the shield generators are still the FR66 and make sure that the vehicle weapon is on the nose.
I got the Panther now, and then I got the FR66. Yes.
All right, perfect. Then we're good to go. So you want to go to server location when you go back from vehicle loadout, and we want to jump into USA.
USA. I clicked it.
Alright.
There you go. Now it's on USA. Alright.
Let me see where you're at. You already loaded in?
Do I hit launch?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
no, you're good. I just didn't want to jump in and be like, oh no, I forgot we needed one more thing.
Oh yeah, no worries. Gotcha.
All right, I return to simulation is what it says.
You should have to be gladly selected. Yeah. You just press deploy.
Deploy. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can find. If you can find. Oh, there you are. I see you. Come over to you. Right. So before we do like any actual fighting, there's some things I need to tell you about the Ring Commander free flight. So there's just like this etiquette. You basically don't randomly shoot at people. If you want to initiate a 1v1, you flare at them, wait for them to flare you back.
How do you
They
flare?
flare you back. You're on keyboard, right?
Yeah, I have a keyboard.
Yeah, but by default it should be the H key.
Oh, oh cool.
Yes, that's the one. Okay, so both people flare.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
And then you pass, and after the pass you basically begin shooting. We're not gonna actually do an actual fight right now though.
Yeah.
Because I want to go over some game settings with you first.
Okay.
Make sure like the game settings by default make your camera very wonky, and you kind of don't want that for combat. So you're gonna go fix that right now.
Okay.
Right. So you press escape, go to options.
All right.
In options, you go to game settings.
Okay.
And you want we start from the top. The first option is cinematic cameras. You want to turn that off.
Okay.
Vibration. You want to turn that off.
Okay.
Messes with like your camera.
Mhm.
Camera spring movement can be turned off.
Okay.
Then you scroll down a bit until you find. Okay, so you want to scroll down until you find flight. G-Save defaults on.
Flight G-Safe defaults on.
Yes, you want to turn that to no.
No. Okay.
Yeah, the reason for that is if you have a G-Save defaults on, the ship will prevent you from using your maximum acceleration to
Okay.
prevent you from passing out. But you want to have full control of your ship, therefore you turn it off.
Okay.
Then below that is flight G-Save disable when boosting. You can also turn it off to no.
Okay.
For the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Then below that we have flight speed limiter defaults on. You also want to turn that to no. Because if you have a speed limiter on, it will slow down your engine to keep you at a certain speed. And for combat that is really bad, because
Okay.
you're basically going to be flying pretty slow. Proximity assist defaults on can also be turned down to no.
Okay.
Space brake engages boost can be turned to no. Ideally, you don't even want to.
Yeah.
Ideally, you don't even want to use space brake in first place. Right, and the next option below that is flight coupled mode defaults on. You also want to turn that off.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back to coupled and decoupled mode a bit later.
Okay.
Right, so let's go down to it's below it's pilot ESP zone size degrees.
Pilot what? ESP? Zone size degrees?
Yeah, ESP settings.
Yeah.
Yep. It's I think by default set to 8.
Yeah.
So a little explanation what ESP does is enhance stick precision, and it will basically slow down your nose movement when your crosshair is close to the enemy ship.
Okay.
To prevent overshooting of the nose.
Gotcha.
Now, on mouse, it's not really all that necessary. It's mostly for sticks, but it's still good to have it in a lot of cases. Right. So you want to set that. It's like a individual thing. It's usually between 8 to like 10.
Okay.
I would for now you can keep it at 8. The zone size is basically the radius at which the nose will start slowing down.
Okay.
The higher the number, the sooner the deceleration of the nose will start.
Okay.
Alright. Below that we have the dampening curvature. Now at the beginning, a lot of people, I recommend a lot of people to do 1.15 or 1.2. It's going to be a bit of a heavy dampening curvature, but it helps with aiming at the start and keeping your nose on.
Cool.
And like the more you progress and the better you get, the lower you want to have that number eventually to 1.0.
Gotcha.
Right. Next up, we have V-joy visibility.
Okay.
You want to turn that to always visible. The V-joy, as you have probably seen it, it's like when you drag your mouse around, you see this little line from your crosshair. That is your V-joy. It's a virtual joystick.
Okay.
All right. V-joy is show that's on for mouse. We don't really need that, but we don't really have to set that to no necessarily. Now we get to the V-joy range and for yaw and pitch. So the range is how far you can drag the V-joy before it reaches maximum turn rate.
Okay.
On mouse, it is recommended to do it as low as possible, so like 4.0 or 4.5.
Okay.
For the simple reason you don't I, for example, have a small desk, so I cannot drag my mouse around a lot, and it's also not really like preferable to drag your mouse around a lot. So
Roger.
keeping it low is pretty good. Right. So both yawn pitch 4.0 or 4.5.
Wait. I did range yaw degrees to 4.5. So
Okay.
ranged pitch to that as well.
Yep, the same value.
Okay.
Right, and below that we have the mouse dead zone percentage of the range. You can turn that to 0. You don't really need a dead zone on the mouse, because what it will do is, if you have a dead zone on the V-joy, when you for example drag your nose to the top right and you want to go bottom left, there will be like this small dead zone where your ship doesn't turn.
Yeah.
And in a dogfight, that can be very bad. Right, below that we have the velocity indicator. You want to turn it to always on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk about the
velocity indicator. Yeah, I've got that as always on. What's going on, Moo Wolf?
Right, gotcha. So you want it? So I'm gonna get back to the velocity indicator a bit later. What that exactly is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then we get like the driver and turret rejoy. We don't really have to do anything here right now.
Okay.
Since we're gonna be in a single seat fighter.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. We scroll down to.
Does it feel like 50 million? That's a really good question. Let me think on that for a little bit. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Oh, with the raid. Holy smokes. Thank you, guys. Welcome in, everyone. Let me just say, my name is Brian, if you happen to be new. New World content creator, MMO content creator, PAX Day content creator. I do multi-channeling. Jay is awesome. I love his content. So I thank you guys for coming over from Jay's stream. And I get it, dude. As a dad, dad on dad, man, you go do it, dude. Today, just to give everybody a heads up, if they want to hang out, we're going to be playing. I'm getting some training in flight for Star Citizen. Later today, I'm stepping into Elden Ring. I've been doing my first time playthrough of that. That'll be this afternoon. And then if I have the energy this evening, we'll be playing some No Man's Sky for the first time. So welcome in, guys. So much to talk about. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to all y'all. And hopefully you guys stick around. And if you guys do, be sure to check the links also on the Twitch side. If you guys would like to, follow the content over on YouTube, you can check me out. New World Central, Ginger Prime, PAX Day Central, so many different centrals, guys. So if you see the name of the game in Central, chances are it is me. So welcome in. All right, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I greeted the raid.
No worries, man.
In for the raid real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is John C.
That is by far my favorite sound effect.
and also, Brian, enjoy the gift. Like I said in the message, stream it. You will enjoy it fully. There's a lot of content in that game I gifted you.
Well, thank you. I very much appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate it. He gifted me Near Automata. So thank you for PC. Hell yeah. Now, I just need Square Enix to support GeForce Now, because then I would be able to play so many more of their games. So come on, Square. Do it.
This is one thing I will say. Because I even tried it and it was horrible. Mm-hmm. And you know how much I troll you about controller support and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot easier to play Automata on controller than it is on keyboard.
Ooh. Are you saying controller support is not overrated?
At least for Automata, yes.
Okay. All right. But controller support's dropping for New World, and it sounds like Season 5, baby, so that's going to be sweet. All right. Sorry, Seagull.
Delayed again.
No, man. No worries. It's all right. Right.
Like the most amazing settings stream ever in history. People are gonna be like, there's 200 people here watching settings. Yes, that's what we do here, guys. Cheers.
Well, you gotta get set up before you start, right?
Exactly.
You gotta walk
right.
We
gotta walk before we run. This is really interesting. I love one of the things that Chad's asking, like, is it like a $650 million game? It's like, what they're doing with the technology, what I've seen, is it ready for release? No, but it is going to be something that I think that people should pay attention to. I think now, especially if you've been on the fence, this is going to be the year to really watch, because we're going to get the developer brain in me is going to be able to really kind of help translate some of the messaging, and I think that's going to be really cool what we see. And I'm going to break it up 24 by quarter, because they say by the first 6 months they've got some really ambitious goals, and if they're able to hit that, I think that's going to really tell a brand new what's called velocity in development. The velocity that they are reaching is going to be absolutely unreal. So anyway, sorry. What other settings do we need to keep plugging away on?
Right, and one more setting, like a couple more settings that we need to set is all the way. It's like we're all the way down.
Okay.
Until you find vehicles targeting max auto zoom level.
Vehicles targeting enable. Nope. Vehicles targeting max auto zoom level. Got it. Okay.
Yes, you want to set that to 0. The reason is, if you lock onto a target,
yeah,
it will automatically start zooming in the camera, which it will mess with your aim. And
okay.
yeah, you kind of don't want that. Right. So you drag it all the way down to 0.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Below that, we got the pilot look ahead enabled. You want to turn that to no for the same reason.
Okay.
Then you can do the same thing when you scroll down. You will see it for turret and driver as well. You can also turn that off.
Oh, what's going on, Jesus? Big fan. Says Sig has a history of dates and goals, though. Yes. That's one of the things I think with the friction with Star Citizen is a conflict between ambition and messaging. And I'm not trying to excuse it. I understand that sometimes things are said and then the reality of it, like within development in my world, like I think studies are continuing to show that like what we estimate something's going to take versus the reality of what it takes, it's a big gap. And that even exists for the most experienced of developers and companies, Microsoft being included in that, where what they think something's how long it's going to take versus how long it takes. But that's why this year I think is going to be so interestingly critical to that, because if they have this messaging now and if they start hitting that, that's where the velocity that they have is that they're really starting to truly understand, and a lot of the roadblocks that have prevented them from hitting some of these dates in the past might be a thing of the past. But again, it's going to be really great looking back a year from now to really kind of evaluate what their 2024 is. So historically, for those who've been around, I can see the trepidation. However, what I've already just witnessed in the last couple of months seems pretty substantial in my opinion. Anyway, sorry.
No worries. Right. So I promise you, we get the vegetables out of the way soon.
Oh yeah, dude, I love vegetables, brother.
Yeah, good. Right. So scroll down a bit until you find G-force induced head movement.
G-force induced head movement. Got it.
Yep, all the way down.
All right.
You induce afterburn and the zoom all the way down.
Okay, good.
Same with the global camera shake. You want
right.
to turn that to 0.
Got it.
Right. Then you want to head over to the graphics tab.
Graphics. Okay.
And you want to basically. So what's currently the case currently Star Citizen is you have to set the quality to very high.
Okay.
Because otherwise it will put a lot of the stress to your CPU. Mm-hmm. You put it very high, more of the load will be sent over to the GPU.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. And the rest, like scattered object distance, terrain tessellation distance, can be all set to whatever you prefer.
Okay. That's at medium right now.
You can keep it. You can increase it based on how pretty you want the game to look. I have a potato for a PC, so I have to set everything to like medium or low.
Yeah.
Is what it is. All right.
My PC started to give me some issues, so I'm just like, come on, man, just last another couple years, and you'll be a good boy. I want those AI. I want those AI NVIDIA graphics cards. Like that's where it's like, do you want a 4080 or whatever? No, I want what they're showcasing that's coming soon. I think in the next year, because that's gonna be a leap. Anyway.
Right. Field of view. You want to turn that up to like about 110 to 116. You can max it out if you want.
Okay.
Even if you have head tracking, it's still good to have a wide field of view, because in combat you will gonna be looking. Your opponent will be moving around a lot around your cockpit. So Right, motion blur, I would recommend turning that off, even if it looks pretty for some. It's just gonna be very strange in combat to see like the blur behind the ship. VSync can be set to preference. Sharpening, chromatic aberration, also
keep
up to
VSync
preference.
Okay.
And film grain, I personally don't understand why people put film grain in video games. I turn it off, but
Yeah.
it can also, of course,
Same thing with motion blur. I don't like motion blur.
I've never been a fan of it. Looks a bit strange.
It's
But
I
anyway.
think like if you're trying to go for that more somatic feel, but you got to have such a high frame rate in order for it not to make you sick. That's the thing. Like that's my theory.
Yeah, so basically not made for me.
Zero's asking, what is chromatic aberration?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not really sure about it. I think, if I remember correctly, someone told me it has something to do with like clouds and fogs and everything like that. So,
Okay.
in less detail on that, if I remember correctly, it could be wrong with that.
Okay.
One last setting that you need to set is over to the audio tab.
The audio tab? Okay.
Yep, scroll down and you will find audio-driven camera shake. You can probably imagine what we're going to do with that. We're going to set it down all the way down to
camera
0.
shake strength 0.
Yep, because that's when like an explosion happens somewhere,
Okay.
it will shake your camera.
Oh, neat.
I mean, it's pretty cool for like immersion, but if you want to do a sweaty PvP, then it's
Right.
it can be a bit of a hindrance. Right, and we're finally done with the settings.
Okay.
Ah, and your ship is in pieces. I just noticed.
Somebody shot me, I think.
Oh, probably. Some people don't really like follow the etiquette in free flight, but that's okay. Alright. Let me tell you about all the quirks and the ins and outs of flight.
Mhm.
So the first thing, if I can find you, wait, where are you at? Did you already deploy?
Yeah, I'm deployed. I'm just
Okay,
kind of
looking around right now.
floating. Oh, incoming missile?
Yeah, some people just like to troll a bit. That's whatever.
I wish I could find
So,
out where they're coming
so the way to avoid a missile would be to
from. Oh,
press a
I'm blacking
flare.
out? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did a flare.
Yeah. Sometimes
am I
the problem
blacking
with this
out?
game is you're probably holding down some kind of input. Or
Yeah, I
from my
was,
screen, you're moving away.
I was moving, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you at?
I think you're kind of still drifting out. It's because okay, so I'm gonna explain. Earlier we set the coupled defaults to off.
Mhm.
So what coupled mode does is basically, when you don't do any input, it will try to make your ship go to 0 velocity. And the
What?
reason we turn it off is,
Am I going reverse velocity?
yeah, you
Okay.
kind of.
I was like, why is it like climbing in velocity? I'm holding S. Uh-oh. Return to simulation.
Yeah, because
What the hell?
S is because you drifted out of the range of the map. So yeah, you probably held down S, the S key, and that made you go back strafe.
Yeah. Major torque imbalance.
Yeah, because you have been hit by a missile. You probably lost like a couple of thrusters.
Okay. There we go. I've now returned back to it.
Yep. Now, you want to try to slow down?
Okay. Is there an easy way to slow down?
I think the space break key is set by default to the X key.
X.
Because right now
just
what's
hold
happening,
X
but the
or
reason why not, you just hold X, yeah, that should engage a space break. Yep, looking good.
Okay, that takes me to
Right.
0. Cool.
Alright,
Cool,
perfect.
cool.
So, the reason why you just kept going in the same direction, even though you didn't press anything, is because earlier we set off the coupled mode's defaults to off.
Mhm.
So, there's the coupled and decoupled mode. What happens in coupled mode is basically, in coupled mode, your ship will want to stay at 0 velocity. So, if you make some kind of input and you let go, it will automatically reduce your speed to 0.
Okay.
Now that sounds pretty cool because you don't have to worry about just constantly drifting.
Yeah.
But there's like two major downsides to it. The first downside is the ship will try to constantly make you go to 0 velocity, which can hinder your maneuvering.
Yeah.
Another thing is, if you're in coupled mode, you're kind of working against your ship in terms of acceleration as well. You pull less G's in coupled mode.
Gotcha.
That's the reason why we go decoupled. It gives us more freedom over our ship, lets us control more where we want to go without our ship automatically trying to slow us down.
Gotcha.
It can be a bit tricky to learn how to fly decoupled mode, because basically every input you do will keep you going in a direction until you do a counter input.
Okay.
And that's why we set the total velocity indicator earlier to always visible.
Mm-hmm.
You might have noticed if you go forward, if you press like the W key and go forward.
Yeah.
You will see like two brackets pointing at each other in the middle of the screen.
I see that, and then it's
that's your total velocity indicator, and it shows you basically which direction you're currently heading. If the two brackets are pointing at each other, that means you're going forward, or you have a forward velocity. If the two brackets are pointing away from each other, so if you like go backwards, that means it will indicate you're going the opposite. You're going backwards in that direction.
interesting.
So that's how you can also kind of gauge where you're going.
Oh yeah, I see.
You just look for the total velocity indicator, and if you want to slow down, you just do the opposite input of where you're currently going.
What does the mouse wheel do? Because I'm able to move with it at the very bottom, and so it has the red line and then the blue line with a kind of this, I'll call it a carrot on it.
Oh, you mean the mouse wheel?
Yeah.
So that would be the speed limiter, but we set it off earlier.
Okay.
Normally, this would lock your speed at a certain velocity.
Gotcha.
And the reason why we turn it off is because if you have a speed limiter set, then the ship will not use the engines to its full potential, making you go slower.
Gotcha.
Right, so since your ship is a bit destroyed right now, you might want to reset. In Arena Commander, you press right Alt and Y to eject.
Right Alt and Y?
Yep.
Or right Alt.
That should eject. Yep. And then you can deploy and get a reset your ship basically.
So Craig says, I agree. It stems from what Brian is saying about communication, and that we also have watched from the start when Starfield missed their initial release date. No one really batted an eye about it. And honestly, like the thing that SIG needs to do, like one of the core aspects of, I think, this next leg, this next milestone, especially with the release of Squadron 42, it is to hit dates. And whenever they do decide to communicate that, they need to have that like real like expectation, and then they deliver on that, and that's going to help develop trust, and that's going to end up helping, I think, support the game even more so than the community already has. Because like no matter what, somebody who's been following this game for 10 years, where I have not, I don't have that fatigue with the game. So ultimately, that's kind of the audience that you want to try and win back. And the way you do that is just continue to work on building up that trust. All right, cool. All right, I'm back in new ship.
Awesome. Coming over to you. So one of the major things of or like the basics of PvP is to know about the 45s. So the interesting thing about Star Citizen is your nose movement will be faster if you drag it at a 45-degree angle. So if you do like a pure pitch up,
okay,
that will be slower as if you combined your pitch and yaw together in a 45-degree angle.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can probably feel it as well.
Yeah,
pure pitch is slower than the 45.
Yeah.
So that's probably just some kind of like weird thing with the code or whatever. But it's one of the key components of PvP in Star Citizen. And just having being off of your 45 for like a second can put you behind in the fight by a lot.
Yeah.
So practicing using 45s at all times when you're in combat is one of the very fundamentals.
Gotcha.
The other interesting thing is it also kind of applies to your thrusters. For example, doing just appear. I think you got tagged by someone, but then they're actively shooting you, I think. Oh, they are? Okay, well then. No, they kind of good wherever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so the kind of same concept as the 45s applies to your thrusters as well.
Yeah.
Doing just an up strafe will give you less Gs as if you did an up strafe and a side strafe, for example. If you combine an up strafe and a side strafe together, you will pull more Gs, therefore more acceleration.
Okay.
So we call that a bichord, or bicoordinate, because we're using two thrusters together at the same time.
Why am I looking around? Did I hit a key? Because now I'm looking around the cockpit instead of steering.
You probably hit the Z key, which is look around.
There we
you
go.
press it
Okay,
again.
cool. Yeah, sweet.
Okay, so right now you're moving.
I like that. That way, it's like I can look at. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. All right, go ahead.
So yeah, two thrusters together is what we call a bichord, and then you can also do a trichord, which is using three strafes together. So it's like a forward, upwards, and a side strafe. It will give you the most amount of acceleration. It will be crazy fast. So if you ever need to, like, if you ever in the team fight, you need to disengage. The way to get out of that is to just do a trichord with boost.
Okay.
And you're gonna be out of there.
What's the boost key again? Shift.
That's left shift.
Okay. That's awesome to hear, Jesus. He says, not at all fatigued. Yeah, and that's true. A very, very good point. That not everybody's fatigued. I'm just saying that with and this is the internet, right? Like, internet salt is cheap and easy. So I tend to find it's the people who love the game the most hate the game. I was like, all right, man, take a breather. All right.
Right. Next thing that I would talk about, which is, in my opinion, one of the very important things to learn about early on, is power management. So in Star Citizen, sorry, what?
What are you saying? What management?
Power management.
Power management.
Basically control. Yes. So in Star Citizen, you can put your power to three things. It can be either weapons, shields, or your engines.
Okay.
If you put your power to shields, they will get a sort of like a damage reduction buff by about, I think, like 20% or so.
Okay.
And they will recharge faster.
Nice.
You put your full power to weapons, you get more shots with your weapons, and they also recharge faster. You put your full power to engines, it will increase the recharge time, it will decrease the shielded recharge time of your boost.
Okay.
So it's important to set keybinds for these three things, because at all times you want to have 100% of your power to either to one of the three. So you want to either have 100% power to shields, 100 to engine, or 100 to weapons. You don't really do like a kind of in between where you do like, I don't know, 50% weapons, 50% shield or so.
Okay.
I don't remember what the keybinds exactly were by default. I've tweaked my keybinds a bit to my own preference. But I think by default it's something like well, actually I don't remember. So we can set the keybinds right now, or I can send you my keyboard setup later. I personally think that the setup I have is pretty intuitive.
Yeah. What are the keybinds? How do I set that?
So my setup is actually kind of like complicated, but it's a bit. So basically, what I do is I have put my shooting, like the fighting weapons, and power management, both on the same key. Reason for that is because when I'm firing, I don't want to think about putting my power to something and then let it go
I'm firing. Put the power to firing. Makes sense.
Actually, you only want to put power to weapons when you're recharging, because otherwise, you get like I think 5 or 6 extra shots when you have full power to weapons. It's not really that impressive. It's better to have in an actual fight. It's better to have your full power to shields at the start to get that damage reduction buff, and after that you just want to always be on a full power to engines. Unless you need to recharge your weapons, then you go to weapons.
Okay.
Once they're full, you go back to engines. So that's basically the flow of power management, simplified. My setup is basically my left mouse button shoots all weapons, and at the same time puts full power to shields. My right mouse button puts full power to engines and shoots all weapons as well.
Okay.
And my middle mouse button, like when you press the middle mouse button, the scroll wheel, it will set all power to weapons.
Okay.
I can now, if you want, I can help you set it up right now.
Yeah, let's just we'll keep training and I'll play around with those kind of keybinds, after.
Oh, gotcha. All
What's
right.
up, Barbosa? How you doing today, dude?
Okay, let me think. Next thing that is a very important skill is being able to merge onto a target, and for that use the 10% rule. So when you target me, you do that by looking at me and pressing the T button.
Okay. Was it not targeting it there? I think I got it. You targeted?
Right. You should see my see my name and then like a
Not
distance.
seeing your name yet, but yeah.
Oh really?
That
Hold
might
on a
not be
second.
you.
That's a common arena commander bug. If you don't see my name, I need to do a noise code real quick. Breaks the line of sight, and it should reset the targeting.
There it is.
Right. Press T.
Yep.
You should see my name now, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you should see the name and then distance.
Yes.
Which is currently at around 400 meters, and then you see the delta speed, which is the speed between us. Right now it's minus 40, which means we're going minus 40 meters per second away from each other. So as I said about merging, for merging we use the 10% rule, which is basically if you look at the distance. Right. So for example, I'm just gonna go away for you for like I don't know 3 kilometers.
Okay.
Right, so our distance right now is 3 kilometers, so I look at the delta speed, which is the number right next to it, and I want that to be 300 meters per second.
Okay.
And as we come closer, I want to always be within 10%. So if we're 4,000 meters away, I want to be at 400 meters per second delta speed.
Okay, that's the 10% rule. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're like 3,000 meters away, we go 300 meters per second, and you do that until you're 2,500 meters away. And then the delta speed should be 250. At that point, you don't need to decrease your speed anymore, because at that speed, it's pretty easy to merge onto a target. Like this. Right. Now that we got these things out of the way, I would say we can do like a fight.
Okay.
Let's see what you're made of. See if you're like a natural talent.
You ready to rock and roll?
Right. Let's flare pass.
Okay, flare out.
Flare. We pass. And we.
Shields under fire. Friendly target. Shield down. Friendly target.
I gotta let my weapons charge. Oh, I have a... Ah, you got me.
Good fight, man.
You had 100% health?
Well.
Did I hit you at all?
Oh, you did hit me a couple of times, yep.
They got on the shield though, right?
They went to the shields, yeah. But don't worry about it. Like, when I started, I did not hit anything, basically. And the whole reason why I like practiced PvP every single day for months on end and got my ace tag was because I just didn't want to lose. So I just kept practicing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you get better, right?
Uh-huh. Let me see where you're at.
Oh, passing myself out.
So the thing is, with PvP and Star Citizen, everyone at the start sucked. Everyone was bad.
Yeah.
There was literally no one at the start that was good. And the way to become good in this game is like dying 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You just need you're gonna die a lot when you're getting into PvP, and that's completely normal because there's like no ranking system. You will either play against people of your skill or you will play against like the top 10.
Yeah.
So if you play against someone like, for example, Kaiman is right now in the lobby. He's definitely one of the better pilots in this game. You will most likely not even be able to see his ship because he's just going to maneuver around you, and that's okay. That's what just happens at the start. Another interesting thing is if you spend like 1 week in Arena Commander and 3 flights just practicing and shooting at people, you will probably become better than 90% of the persistent universe community, and that's not even a joke.
10%. That's quite an achievement if I hit that.
Yeah, it's just there's not a lot of knowledge out there usually, and that's why I, and together with the organization I'm with, which is Phantom Fleet, we strive to bring this knowledge to basically everyone that wants to become better.
Yeah.
Right, let's do another one.
All right, flare out.
Shields under fire.
All right. Oh.
Friendly target.
Shields at critical. Okay, we got some hits. There we go. Up, up.
Good fight.
Yeah, again, you got 100% health, so I'm just clipping your shields barely.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's gonna be pretty much normal to start. Like you would consider someone talented that gets like 50% shields down on an ace pilot. That's what you would call talented in this game. The rest just comes from practicing, putting in the hours. And I get that that's not for everyone. Like a lot of people, they just want to become like somewhat decent, and then they enjoy other game loops like mining and industrial.
Yeah.
That's completely okay. That's what makes this game so awesome, right? Like you can create your own adventure, kind of thing.
Agreed. That's where it's like, I just love how some things just, people are like, what do you want to do? It's like, honestly, like, well, this is, like I like to make sure that I have some level of talent when it comes to the different, modes. I could see this easily being a game where I'm like, yeah, I built a base and now I mine and farm and just kind of relax. I enjoy that for some random reason. It's like very relaxing gameplay. I like how I'm just kind of like moving.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm going
again,
backwards. Okay, yeah. Because I was like, wait, where's the Change that. Now I'm going
see,
forward.
that's how the TVI helps you.
Yeah. Can I fly down on this planet?
In Arena Commander you cannot because of the map range.
Gotcha.
But this is an actual location in the game. It's called Security Post Korea. It's at the Crusader planet. So in the persistent universe, you could actually go there.
Well, enjoy your stream, Brian. I'm gonna pop out. Hang out.
Alright, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, dude.
Gotta get back. Try to get some more sleep.
Sleep's a good thing.
But yeah. I'll see you later and enjoy the new year if I don't talk to you before then. So
Alright, man.
have fun.
Talk to you later, dude.
I think I see you, but you. Oh, there. Okay, there. I see you now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the space break. It's cool. Like I love the movement, how it just all flows. So cool. Jesus says, man, every time I watch a stream, I get paranoid. Someone is locking me out here. All right, where are you? All right, there you are.
And right in front of you. Yeah.
And flare out. You ready? Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Friendly target. Shield down. Friendly target.
Oh.
Good fight.
Yeah, if I can get movement a little bit better, I think that'll end up helping. I feel like I'm More just kind of like floating in spot, but who knows? All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah. That's you probably a lot. This game is one of the games where I felt like I've had to use the most mental bandwidth.
Yeah.
There's so many things you need to watch out for: power management, your movement, the enemy movement, and all the stuff that happens, all the random stuff that happens in a fight. It can get very confusing, very overwhelming. But it's like comparing. You could compare it to playing Dark Souls. Like at the start, when you play a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, it feels like really hard and impossible. It's like, and you're like, okay, I'm not supposed to do this. But as you play more, you will start seeing patterns, and you understand it more, and then it just becomes easier and more manageable.
Yeah.
That's similar to how Star Citizen PvP goes.
Practice that 10% rule. Oh, we fighting?
Nah, I just tagged you.
Okay.
All right, let me see you merge on me. I'm gonna go away a certain distance, and you're gonna try to get a merge on me. Oh, it locked you. Seems like we're a bit too far away.
There we go. All right.
Okay. Let's see you probably do that 10%. Okay, so right now, you've probably already noticed there's a pip in this game. Like it's the predicted impact point.
Yeah.
You can use that pip to also kind of see where you're going, where like the enemy's going. Mm-hmm. If you lead pip, which means the pip shows you what direction the enemy's currently traveling. So right now you're probably holding on forward, right, in order to get closer. But that doesn't really work because you're orbiting me. Mm-hmm. So let me show you something real quick. Can you stand still for me for a sec? Let me demonstrate something real quick. Coming in a bit fast. Did not expect that. It's all good, man. All right. So right now I'm just gonna you're just gonna stand still. I'm gonna orbit you, and I'm gonna demonstrate you what happens when I use forward to get closer. Look where I go.
Yeah.
The reason for that is if you hold on forward in an orbit, you actually end up extending the circle. You're extending the orbit.
Okay.
So forward will actually not bring you closer. The input that will get you closer will be a strafe. So right now, when I move like this, I need to use my up and my right strafe in order to get closer. So if I do that, then hello there.
Well, hi.
So the way to recognize if you're in an orbit is if you constantly have to drag your nose to keep your nose on target, you're most likely in an orbit. And at that point, holding down forward will not get you closer to your enemy. It will bring you further away, actually. So you want to utilize a strafe to get close in on your target. So, for example, if right now I have to drag my mouse to the top right. What about you? Which direction do you have to drag your mouse? Top right as well?
To the right, yeah.
Okay, so the input that will get you closer will be an up strafe and a right strafe, like this.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Try to just kind of circle around me and try to get closer. Be sure. So playing keyboard is a lot of tapping keys.
Yeah.
Because every input you do is a 100% input. So make sure when you're in orbiting to just tap the forward. It's very, very lightly. You don't need a lot of forward. You only need your strafes. So you see the pip, right? What direction is the pip currently?
To the right.
Then strafe in that direction. It will get you closer. But don't hold down. Just lightly tap it.
Looks like it's going further away.
Yeah, it is. And it's okay. You just try it again. It's gonna get a bit closer to you.
And just tap.
So to create an orbit, I actually forgot about that. My bad. Can you stand still for me again for a second? So to create an orbit, you have to kind of think about you drive a car, right?
Yeah.
So you do like a donut in the car. You just pump the acceleration, right?
Yeah.
Kind of similar to how an orbit works. You to just stay in this orbit like this, you just lightly tap your forward only. Nothing else right now.
All right.
Right, do it with me.
Yep.
Just tap you forward.
Got it.
Looking pretty good. Alright. Now, I want you to try to get closer to me now.
Okay.
Okay. Looking pretty good. Getting a bit closer. Look at where the pip is and try to strafe in the direction where the pip is. So if the pip is to your top right, you strafe to top right. Looking good. Getting close in the distance slightly. And the reason why you're probably getting away a bit sometimes is because of some kind of over throttle. That's where throttle management comes in. It's a thing that needs to be practiced.
Return to simulation.
Yep, we probably reached the end of the map right now.
This way. There we go. Nice.
How does it feel
Right.
to learn how to drive with 6 degrees of freedom?
It's fun, dude. Like, that's one of the greatest things about these kind of games is like, there's no way I'm ever going to be, you know, space pilot. And this kind of, this is like, you know, that fantasy for sure. But I am looking forward to kind of being able to play around with flying on sticks, you know, here in 2024.
Yeah, so the thing with keyboard is it is probably the hardest to learn and to master, just because of these constant 100% inputs on your strafes.
Mm-hmm.
It can be very, very tricky to get throttle management right, so you're not over inputting.
Gotcha.
So sticks is where basically you have nuance in your inputs, right? You can do like a 20% side strafe and then like 50% up strafe. And that's where you can get this fine maneuvering and this fine control.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get that fine control on the keyboard, you would have to do a lot of tapping.
Gotcha. Check something real quick.
No worries. Oh, whoops. We desynced. I did not even touch your ship there on my screen. So performance can be sometimes a bit wonky.
Yeah.
I mean, they're also currently testing some stuff with like the replication layer.
That's exciting.
Yeah, if it works the way they want it to, it's gonna make source stability a lot better.
So what do these triangles over here represent?
What triangles?
They're little spinning triangles.
The spinning triangles? Oh, those are missiles. So
Missiles?
someone just shot a missile.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So the blacking out is all just related to me like thrusting, and then once I'm going that speed, that doesn't matter. Bunch of missiles going out. Interesting.
Yeah, so they're just firing some missiles. So yeah, the blackout happens because you're most likely holding down the strafe in a certain direction for too long.
Yeah.
So your pilot has to endure the G's for an extended amount of time, basically. I know the keyboard, that's more likely to happen at the start. But the better you get, the less likely it is to happen that you will experience blackout.
Yeah. Okay, so the max speed on this ship is 1236.
Yes, that's good. That is right.
See how fast this is. Whee! Where's my pip?
If you're targeting someone and there's no pip, that means you're too far away from the.
I meant my like the little thing, like where am I moving? And I'm going in reverse right now.
Oh. Well, yeah, I don't see you around right now.
There we go. And now if I move forward, I'm at forward, not backwards. There we go. So when I point so I've got the things they're pointing to. That's basically where I'm headed right now. And so if I want, oh, okay, I see how that's working. So that's telling me where I'm actually going. So even though the fact that I look somewhere, I'm still moving wherever that's at.
Yes, exactly. You will,
So here's how I'm doing it
in
in
space,
reverse.
in space at least. You will keep going in the same direction until you make a counter input to that direction.
So this is where, like, space. What's the descend button outside of space? Is like ascending.
Oh yeah, the down strafe is by default left control.
Left control. Got it. There we
Yep,
go.
yep.
Okay, great, cool, sweet.
Do they have a different shader for redding out if you descend too quickly with negative G-forces?
Yeah. So instead of blacking out, it's basically your whole screen turns red. Like if you hold on the down strafe for too long, then you quite will gradually get like a red vision.
Interesting. That's so nice. I'm decoupled right now, Greg. I don't know what that means.
Decoupled, like I said, means you have full control of your ship. Your ship will not automatically slow you down.
Gotcha,
So if
yeah.
you go a certain direction, it will continue going that direction until you make a different input. So if you press forward, you're going to keep heading forward at the same velocity until you make a counter input, which would be going like back, using back strafe or going backwards.
Here, there's the space break it.
And the thing is, flying decoupled at the start might seem a bit daunting because, well, you're constantly drifting in a direction, and sometimes it can be kind of hard to know where exactly you're heading.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, at some point it will feel natural, and you never want to go back to coupled mode ever again.
Cool.
And also just gives you the benefit of not having to work against the resistance of your ship constantly trying to slow you down.
Straight past
And,
this.
and that's just the thing about this game, right? The learning curve can be very steep with all these things, like managing your throttle and everything. It's an extremely steep learning curve, but it's a very rewarding one, in my opinion. Even if you don't want to become one of the like top PvP players.
Yep. There we go.
just being able to be effective in combat can feel very rewarding.
Yeah. Have I ever watched 2004 Battlestar Galactica? I think I saw the last couple of seasons. So they did that. I watched this like summary catch-up episode, and then I think the last 2 seasons I watched. It was either the last 2 or the last 3. I don't remember how many total seasons they had, but it was such a great show.
I liked the first 2 seasons. After that, it got a little bit weird.
Jump the shark.
Kinda, yeah. They stopped caring about the original premise and started having a Jesus complex.
Greatest story ever told.
We'll just retell it in space.
We'll just retell it in space.
Alright, there's one more thing I can show you. So if you find yourself just wanting to practice your orbiting, there's on this map, for example, you can go to this spot here on the security post. There's like a pole.
Yeah.
And you can just place your mouse in a 45-degree angle to the either top left or top right, and just try to orbit around it at this end. Try to keep us the same distance at all times. Like if you watch me right now, that's what I'm doing. You doing it as well?
I'm trying. I ended up going too far out.
Oh, it happens.
What are all these? Are these ships over here, or what are those? LG, G2.
That's currently kind of quirk about free flights. For some reason, if somebody ejects, the ship will stay behind. Usually, it will be cleaned up. but for some reason lately they've just been staying there. So if the name is something like you just saw there, then that's an advantage ship.
Yeah, it's like these little floating things. Interesting. All orbiting this guy. All right.
So for this orbiting draw, you just want to get like relatively close to the pole and then just start orbiting.
Can I fly through this like satellite, or is it?
You can. If you mean like this, for example, yeah, you can. And that's also another good thing to practice decoupled, to just find a station or anything similar and just try to fly through it. It will automatically kind of teach you to keep your throttle to like very light inputs, so you don't crash into anything.
Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna see how close I can get to this station.
And if at any point right now you feel like you're like kind of lost and you don't know where you're going, using a bit of space break at the start is okay.
Yeah,
but
space
eventually
break.
you want to be able to understand where your ship is going, either by TVI, or by just kind of at some point you get a feeling for where your ship is heading.
Ah, yeah. Using that, I just lovingly call it the nub to really kind of guide myself.
The TVI will become really important when you want to do something like racing.
Yeah.
Racing at some point will be all about TVI management to get the fastest lap times.
Yeah. Makes me nervous, but that's good for me to doing all these flybys. Flip it over. Yeah, because it maintains velocity, which that's what's
shot at someone.
Oh yeah.
Who's that? Let me see. Don't know what that is. But if he wants to fight, I can give him a fight. No problem.
All right, let's see if I can thread it. Oh, is that a wall? Oh, I did it! Yeah! Oh, yes. Okay.
Just one good move.
Yeah, just, you know. Oh, now I'm looking through the cockpit. That's great. I love that, too. The attention to detail in this game is just absolutely incredible. All right. Let me jump into some racing, if you don't mind, because one of the things that was the first thing I did when I started this game, and I think I've gotten a little bit better understanding of it. So let's fight one more time, because then I can that'll be fun, and then I'm gonna jump into some racing.
Alrighty.
It's Frederick.
Let me see if I can find you. So I'm currently around the station.
I see a guy without a name. No, it's XPLL.
Let's see.
There you go. Found you.
Okay, I'm just gonna sensor and see if I wait for you to go. Ah, there you are. See you. Alrighty, flare pass, and then we go.
Okay. Flare out. Pass you. There we go.
Shields under fire. Friendly target. Friendly target. Ammo low.
Daggum it, ammo. Ah,
Good fight.
that was fun.
You got a lot more damage on there.
Yeah, I felt like I was definitely moving much better. Like I think there was that I definitely felt that movement, which helped out a lot. Feed offline. Escape, I guess. Return to exit to menu. Is that the right answer?
Oh, yeah, proceed to menu.
Cool. Process to menu. All right. And then we have is it classic race?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So classic race. I mean, there's one ship that you can win for free actually, which is probably. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's currently considered one of the best racing ships. So if you go to the vehicle selection, and you try to find Kruger Intergalactic.
Which manufacturer?
Kruger Intergalactic.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Oh, they have the cruiser. Okay. Is it the Archimedes? Or
yes, it's the Archimedes. You can rent that for free, and it's currently considered one of the best racing ships.
Like ship. Sweet action. All right.
All right. I'm gonna invite you to lobby so we can get together.
Sweet.
Red, send the invite.
Accept.
Alrighty. Make sure you have your P72 selected.
I do.
Okay. Well, if you're selected, then you can press
Ready
the
up.
ready button.
Cool.
All right. Let's get into some racing. Let's see what map we get.
Here we go, boys.
Oh, actually, I actually don't know this map. I don't know this map at all. Don't worry. If you do terrible, don't worry. I'm gonna do just as terrible.
Okay. Press X when ready.
I have a good friend who is like a very competitive racer.
I think this is the
Like
only map
Africans.
I raced on. I think this was the first map that I ever did. Oh, shoot. Shit. Space break. Control. Where's my pip? Space break it. We'll just space break it. And we'll keep going. Okay, cool. Just following along on this. Strafing. Woo! Already, like, dramatically better than my first attempt.
Oh, I'm gonna rush. Done.
Woo, just floating on by. Don't mind me.
I'd almost imagine you'd do better in a slower ship rather than a faster one.
Yeah, in terms of just like getting the drop the control. Straighten myself out a little bit. There we go. Feels like I'm just floating on back down to the planet, but it is what it is. Let's go. Shoot. Slow down. Slow down. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Strafe around like a pro. Boom, baby. Get up. Oh, get down. There we go. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Pivot a little bit. Go around here. Oh, get up. Get up. Whoa. Space break it. Space break. I see you passed me. Drop that down a little bit. Recenter. Oh, he wants me to go up. Oh, space break. Overshot that one. We'll reset that. There we go. Keep it together. 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 Whoop. Yeah. Space break. There we go. Yeah, flying towards the pit, basically telling me where I'm going, has been super helpful. Mother of pearls. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on. Oh, space break. Back it up a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Whee! Haha! All right. Oh, oh. Tap, 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 tap. Get back. Oh, space break. Oh, I keep holding space on accident. There we go. There. Oh, no, no, no. Straighten it up, straighten it up. Space break it a little bit. Mother of pearl. Oh, I hit Z. I hit Z. Oh!
Complete.
Woo! Lap complete and I didn't blow up. I accidentally hit Z and I was like, I'm just looking, I'm not turning. Shoot! Space break.
You might have to get your ship a tetanus shot.
Yeah, probably hitting that rust. Get up, get up. Oh, slow down. Space break. Woo! Haha! All right. Huh. Space break. Man, I am just boosting around. Woo! There we go. All right, we're just space breaking it. Let's go. Let's go. Ah! Come on. Oh. Last place. Still didn't blow up, which is great. Yeah, dude, much better than the first time I did that. Woo! Deaths.
Good race, man.
Dude, that was fun. All right, let's do it again.
Absolutely. Let's see what we get this time.
Yeah, I think what really threw me off was when I accidentally hit Z, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, actually, I unbound the free look because it does more harm than good usually.
Yeah.
It's better to get some kind of head tracking if you want to look around.
Yeah. And thank you guys for the 13 likes on the stream. I really appreciate the support.
Do they limit you on what ships you can bring into those races?
I don't think so. No, I've flown Gladys before. I've flown other kinds of bigger ships in racing.
Can you just fly Constellation, get
doesn't matter
first,
the
and then
limitation.
block the way to get through?
I mean, they might restrict you on like the big ships, like the Constellation, for example, because they might not actually fit through the gates on the other maps.
But that's everyone
Well, then-
behind you's problem.
The thing is with racing, it kind of goes hand in hand with combat as well, because racing will teach you to understand your ship, and that knowledge you can directly translate over into understanding ship else in combat. So when I don't feel like doing PvP, I just go to racing, and then I race on the zero G map called Minus Lament. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
So far, I think the only zero G map, and I just go there and just do some laps. In a Gladius.
Shoot! Woo! I too like to live dangerously.
Whoops, yep, same here by the way, I just crashed. Turned a bit too sharp.
Oh, hit the Z. There we go. Like, oh well. The space break. There we go. Keep losing my pip thing. Yeah, I think like from a key binding, I can feel like up and down. Like me rebinding these will help out dramatically.
Oh, absolutely! It absolutely did for me. Like there's some players that play with the default setup, but I did it so that my W and S are my up strafe and down strafe, because it just felt more intuitive.
What did I hit? Oh, I hit F. There we go. Oh, what the hell? Shit. Right, come on, shoot it, jump on, jump on. Oh, all right. Where's my little thing? Can I not see it for some? Oh, it's down there. There we go. Get around it. There we go. Ah, shoot. Control. Control. Line it up. Line it up. Oh, shit. Oh, all right now. All right. Nope, nope, nope. Space break. There we go. Oh, I'm hit Z again. Control. Shoot! You can actually fly. You can actually fly in this. It's not locked at 30 frames per second. I don't think I'm locked at 30 frames per second. But yeah, definitely not a Bethesda game. Oh man, did I get a lap in? I don't know. We'll see.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Whew. All right, I need to go to the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Boom, baby. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna back to the menu, and if you want, I'm gonna do some team deathmatch. I want to try it.
You mean like the team elimination?
Team elimination, that's right. All right, and so
yeah, I'm gonna warn you. I have barely played any FPS games in my life, so that's my weak point.
No worries. All right, how can I invite you in? Invite to party.
Yep, there we go.
Sweet. All right. FPS loadout. AR P40 AR rifle. Cool. We'll take it. Launch.
I myself am actually not too sure on which FPS weapons are good. I only know the custodian and the Decoupled rifle are good. That's all I know. So just gonna equip that real quick. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Deploy. Yeah, the quality FPS that they have here is really exciting.
Match over. Outlaws win.
Oh, we
joined a match in progress.
Yeah, we joined. I think we joined to a lobby that was already started.
Yeah. Searching for a match. Deploy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
Here we go.
Yeah, these guys are on my team. Cool. Nope. Forgot what crouch is.
Control, left control.
Thank you.
Hours.
How is he jumping? Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't know. These are my guys. Oh, my guys.
So by the way, I've heard you're pretty new to the game, like in general, right?
Yeah.
What's gotten you into it? What was the charm of Star Citizen that got you?
It was really Starfield, playing Starfield and like having a good time, and then what the hell? You know, it's like, oh yeah, I want some more space game. And then I saw a tweet that was like saying like, you know, it's showing off like the seamless travel, and I was like, all right, I gotta check out Star Citizen. Oh, damn. Where are these guys?
I'm wondering that myself. It seems like this map is a bit too big for the amount of people we have.
Yeah. I just see guys in green, and I'm like, I don't know, you know, like, oh. I'm assuming I'm looking for guys in red.
Oh, we're not. Oh wait, we're not in the same team. I just noticed.
Oh, really?
Oh. Yeah, because I'm wait to take us in red. I look myself. Oh, that's a bit awkward.
All right. Get up. Put that into 0G. All I see is green guys.
I just had contact with a green guy. He didn't live to tell the tale.
Just getting more comfortable being in space. 0G out here in the middle.
Now the thing is with this game, you will hear a lot of people complain about promise not being kept by the developers and everything. And to a certain degree, I think they're right. But the thing is, what Star Citizen is trying to create is basically unlike what has been seen before. So there's been a lot of money going into this project and a lot of time. And of course,
there's a
people are
red
getting
guy.
impatient.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like one of the things that it's very clear to me is the sheer ambition of what this game is, and so I think that's where the communication ends up being. I get why gamers can feel frustrated based off of just what's communicated, but I don't think they understand. Like, it's not like there was a roadmap and this technology existed. It's like they're having to develop the technology to kind of achieve the vision and the ambition. So I'm more than like saying like, oh, okay. The fact is that it's also well supported and funded is pretty wild to me.
Oh yeah, the amount of money that this game raised is, I think it's been one of the highest amount. Oh, that's a trade. Nice.
There we go. It's like now I'm actually running into bad guys. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, what's up, Blup?
Hi.
Yo, dude, how's it going?
Good. I just wanted to see what it's like when the star is on.
What's
Can I have
the
your
star?
autograph?
Mine?
Yeah. You're the famous one. Me.
Dude, I'm just a dad who loves video games.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, all right, guys, whatever.
Yeah. My kids are grown, so I have more time for that.
Oh, dude. Congrats. How many kids you got?
2.
Oh, cool.
Two girls. They're late 29 and 30 at the current moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have all kinds of free time.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Right now, it's like we schedule video game time in my house for me. Otherwise, I'll play with the kids. We're gonna play during my lunch break. We got a Mario Monopoly game for Christmas, so we're gonna jump into that. And
is that a board game?
Yeah.
Oh,
you got me. GG. So it's just Monopoly, but I guess Mario edition or something like that. So
yeah, I could. Yeah, Monopoly's got so many different editions now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's one called Camonopoly. Camonopoly for all the rednecks out there. Something to do with camouflage. I don't know. My boy brought it home. I haven't played it yet. So yeah, I just wanted to see what goes on when you're in channel.
I like to hang out and talk with you guys. Like this is kind of like I don't go out to the bars and stuff. So it's like this is just like, hey, let's hang out, talk video games, and just have fun, man. Like this is my social time.
Yeah, don't forget the peons that made you famous. That's good. So.
Oh man, I hope I'm not famous. I just I don't know. It just seems like a lot of nonsense.
If you're a stand-up comedian as well, I would assume that you want some kind of popularity.
I don't know. I just feel like I just want to make the best comedy that I can make, and it's fame. I feel a lot of people chase it. I just feel called to like try and I like making people laugh, and whether that ends up getting whether let's say it never gets any notoriety and it's like I got a couple people to have a good laugh about something. Mission accomplished. Like I don't know. I don't need that. I do like attention, but then who doesn't? So
right. And everybody likes their popularity to a degree. I'm getting older and I'm turning into a really old curmudgeon.
Yeah, I'm entering in my curmudgeon phase as well.
Yeah.
I haven't reached the get off my lawn phase yet, but it's like
I hit that one about 5 years ago. It shocked me, man.
Get the hell off my lawn.
Yeah, it had to do with my neighbor using my lawn. My lawn for his dog duties. And
yeah, dude.
I watched it happen and it went through my mind. I'm like, you jerk, get off my lawn. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said in my mind. And I went, no, turn it into that guy.
You've achieved it. You lived it and dreamed it. New year, new Bonnie. What's up, Game Then Grave? So it's like, for me, content is just, I don't know. It's one of the things that no one ever kind of prepared me for. Like, it's just like how difficult it is to make friends when you're an adult, you know? And and it's like, all right, well then I like talking about video games. You know, I play them. You know, I stream on occasion, and you know, I see a lot of the young creators, and they're just like live all the time, and I'm like, oh, I hope that works out for them, Cotton. We'll have to see. You know, it's like,
right. Well,
you mean to say meaning? Yeah.
Trying to make friends through video games is a little challenging, especially adults. It's even harder when you mention the word Star Citizen to them, and they're like, "What? I've never heard of it. Oh, I've heard of that scam. No, I'm not interested." You know,
that's all I ever heard about it. And then it's like, I think when you look at the day before, or whatever, like you could start to see like, yeah, scams kind of have some level of representation. Return to simulation.
Oh yeah, the day before. Whoops.
What's the flashlight button? What's he? Thank you. It's like it's all dark out here.
There's a recent you're talking about fame. There's a recent video. Alan Richardson. I can't think of his last name. He plays Reacher in the Prime series.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He did an interview recently, and he suddenly got famous, and he found it to be actually kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Because he hit his goal, and then he realized there's nothing here, and there's nowhere else to go, and it was an eye-opener for him. It was a really good interview.
Yeah, I think I even saw like Jim Carrey talking about it. He's like, I wish everybody could have fame to realize it's not the answer. It's like, dude, like the only like I've never cared what people thought about me, you know. And it's like I just want to be like, I guess the best version of myself that I can be, and that's really that all that for me that matters. Like, yeah, I'm gonna spend time with my kids. I'm gonna have fun playing video games. And I'm not gonna sit here and worry about stuff that I can't control. You know.
There. Yeah. But
it is a weird, like, you bring up a really good point, because like there is a weird sense, in a sense of like, oh, but you're putting stuff out in the public eye. You clearly want, you know. It's like, I think there's a huge difference. Like, if somebody gets enjoyment out of it, then that feels good. And I don't, you know, I don't know. My dad's like, I'm not sitting here trying to make this a career, you know. I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna talk about video games because I like talking about video games. I'm gonna tell people the truth because I think that's more important. And I think if you try to rely on advertisers, then you're gonna be in a world of hurt at some point. And I'm like, nah. The game, you know, my content, I make enough money to pay for my editor and buy a game or two every month, and that's really nice. I'd like to be able to help use the channel to fund my game development, but we're gonna have to see how much that's gonna cost. We're doing pre-production right now, so it's like trying to figure out what the overall cost of it's gonna be.
Good. You got the right attitude. I think you do.
I hope so.
No, you got the right attitude. Stay level.
Yeah. Try to be humble, and again, it's like a lot of people put a lot of emotion into like their content. Like, oh, this video didn't do well, and then they feel sad. It's like, I'm like, same thing with comedians. I'm just like, dudes, like, yeah, if the joke didn't go over well, that's awesome information to have. Like, okay, what about it may need to be reworked, or is this a different, what kind of crowd? Like, I don't know. The data analysis to me is just like, there isn't a bad performance. It's all good information. Just don't take it. I don't know. I just don't take it personal. But I do tell you though, like if there was like the one play, like I don't like doing comedy in bars because like you lose so much, Oh, am I out of ammo? I guess so. Dude, Solemn, I'm excited when I get like when we have something to show. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I don't want to tell you guys about it until it's like, hey, check this out. Here's what it looks like. Here's how it's going to play. Here's the things we're working on next. The goal would be, because like I would love to launch it onto like Game Pass and Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, but we're gonna launch it on Steam first. Try to see if it can help, like, because releasing it on console is going to be expensive. So if I'm able to get like pre-sale to cover that hell yeah, you know.
What kind of game are you developing?
That's a secret for now, but there's definitely
Okay.
elements that it's not an MMO. Like it's like it's gonna be there's a multiplayer aspect to it, which is gonna be nice. But
Okay.
yeah, when I sit down and show it off to everybody, I think they'll, you know, like it's hopefully will make a lot of sense. It's blending a couple of different games that I like together, and something I've always wanted to do, and I think it's got some interesting systems that I've designed. So and then so I'm gonna be funding it because I'm working with the dev team. I'm gonna be funding it out of my pocket to try and make this a reality. So I don't know what it's gonna cost. When it does, I'll be like, all right guys, I'm taking the YouTube money and gonna funnel it into making this. I plan on talking a little bit. Yeah, I hope once we get out of pre-production and actually have something to show, that's when I want to show you guys. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, Solemn says maybe a console main for now. I think because I people were like, oh, you want to launch on Game Pass? You know, like, and this is the devs are like, I was like, yeah, I just want people to be able to play it. Like, it's going to be a new IP, you know, and it's like that, you know, I think Game Pass or like even PlayStation, you know, Plus or whatever is going to be the way to go. Oh, I'm just shooting.
It'd probably be easier. I mean, PlayStation has, you know, specific hardware, specific operating system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you went PC and you got to deal with every possible scenario of.
Yeah, and this game on this graphics card doesn't run well, and how, you know.
Yeah.
Because like the thing, like I've talked to like Julie and I, you know, because she's on board with this project. I was like, I don't want to do crowdfunding because, like, especially when I look at some of the other stuff that's just like the drama and the scams. It's like I don't want anybody to ever feel like, oh man, like, you know, he promised this, but then, you know, he didn't deliver or something like that. And it's like, gosh, I'd rather just be like, all right, cool. If you guys want to support for free, go hit a playlist every month and just let it ride.
There you go.
Would you be interested in org versus org events, combined org events and Star Citizen? Yeah, I'd be very interested. One thing that I will, you know, always just kind of let people know from like areas that I'll struggle in as a gamer and a content creator is scheduling, because at the end of the day, like, that's just going to be something that I always have to kind of like, well, you know, because like yesterday I was wanting to do some streaming and stuff, but then you know, I had to take Mikey to see the doctor. So, and thankfully he's okay. We were just like, I was just kind of worried about him for a little bit, and he ends up just being a little constipated. So.
Oh, I have a brother who had to deal with that when he was younger. I don't know if he still does now, but.
Well, it was manifesting in weird ways because he was like, you know, he wasn't like, it's not that he wasn't pooping, but it was that he would, he's having some pressure on his bladder. So he was like having to like pee a lot. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to, like, I noticed it, and I asked Julie, and I was like, and so we started kind of just like monitoring it a little bit, and we're like, all right. And I was like, I'm going to give him to the doctor, make sure that there's nothing scary going on. And then she's like, oh, he's just got a little, you know, he's a little constipated. So we're going to give him some Mirax today.
I'll be happier.
Yeah.
You know, I know I'm not comfortable when it happens. It's not often, but
yeah. It's not fun. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pop this into chat, and if the bot does the. There it goes. Way to go, Nightbot. Way to be cool. Yeah, you can jump into voice chat too, guys. So if anybody like this isn't, I as long as people are cool. Like at some point, like, because I mean, again, not trying to be famous or anything, but at some point, people will try to troll because I keep Mike's comms open. Ah, fudge. And then we'll have to come up with a new set of rules. So that's why I'm like, I'm not striving for it, because it's just fun to be like, hey dude, we're just hanging out playing games.
yeah, there comes issues with popularity. That's for sure.
And then it's like, again, like, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, you got to be a paying subscriber, you know, like, no. At some point there's going to be, you know, like, people are less likely to hand you $5 and then troll, you know. So it's like there is always that aspect, but you know, for the time being, I enjoy the relative success and, you know, the fact that cool people like to come and hang out and talk to me and play video games. And this also, like, you know, I talked to some of the other comedians, and it's like, yeah, one of the things I know, like, I can't hit every open mic, but I can stream and I can, you know, practice new jokes and such, you know, and I can gauge the response, you know, from people, you know, in voice chat. So it's always a nice thing to have. Ooh. Where'd you go? Nope.
Match over.
Hey, we won. Boom, baby.
Right, nice one. But I'm after it for now.
Yeah. What's up, dude? You're gonna take off?
Yep.
I really appreciate your help. I feel so much more in tune with flying, and what I'll be doing is, especially like what, you know, offline, is just gonna keep practicing it. So, and now that, like, you're, you know, I'll just if you don't mind, if I ever run into any questions, I'll just ping you.
Oh, no worries at all. Like, you can ping me. That's completely fine. I'm almost down to help out people.
Start.
Move into position.
It's alright, man.
All right,
Have a good
dude.
stream.
Thank you, sir.
Have fun playing.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, right, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you streaming this right now?
Yep, I'm
Or just
on.
record- yeah,
I'm
okay.
on Ginger Prime and on Twitch and Facebook, but
Oh, I'm on the wrong computer for all that. Okay. I didn't realize that, or I wouldn't have bumped in here. Usually
Good.
streamers lock the channel, or
no, man. I keep it open. I keep it open. You're always. Everybody's always welcome to join in. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Well, I appreciate that.
hey, no problem, dude.
But I'm currently working on a computer build, so playing
I'm
Star
fighting
Citizen's
green
out
now.
for me. But
Oh yeah.
You're
What kind of computer build are you working on?
The whole thing's frustrating. A 7800 X3D processor, and AM5 platform, and let's see, RTX 4070, 64 gigs of RAM, which I'm finding out is probably not on four sticks of RAM. 4 DIMMs, and I'm finding out that's not a good way to go. Should have gone with 2 sticks. This has been a nightmare, actually, to put this together. It's been one hassle after another. And
Sorry, that sucks, dude.
I know I've done a dozen computers in my life and never had any issues. Just
I've had some problems with my computer. I had it built from Origin, and then it's like it gives me some grief sometimes, and I'm like, you know, like. But it has 64 gigs of RAM.
well, I'm not sure if it's just an AM5 thing or what. I'm still trying to figure it out. PC technology has changed a lot in the last decade since I built my last computer. I didn't make any mistakes buying hardware. I just the whole 2 sticks of RAM, 4 sticks of RAM debate wasn't a debate 10 years ago, and now it is.
Yeah.
Do your homework. I guess one way of putting it is 2 sticks of paired RAM, because they sell them in pairs, is more stable than 4, because then you got to buy 2 more, and it creates, from what I understand, it can create an instability issue, and I have it. And then, of course, this particular processor does not like 4 sticks. It won't allow you to. I guess you can manually go in and start tweaking it in the overclocking, but you can't just click on some boost button called Expo and it works to crash my system. So
Hey, what's going on, Josh? Josh hanging out over on Facebook, man. Guys, thank you so much for the 17 likes, by the way. Appreciate y'all. I love the shooting in this game. It feels so good.
wow, not many people say that about Star Citizen. I just, you know, it's so funny, the mixed bag of opinions around it. I mean, everybody wants more detail and survivability. Others say this is too much. Yeah, it's just Make it as detailed as you can. Give me a game that I have a choice. You know, I can either play it or I don't. At least give me the option. One thing I've noticed about game releases that people are excited about it. You know, Starfield's a good example of recent drama around that, but
yeah, sorry. Well, that's the thing. There's these hate raids and stuff that just happen online, and it's like it's actually satisfying to me how so many people are now talking about like Forspoken in a nice way, and it's like, yeah, it was a fun game. Like, I don't think it was a $70 game. So I was like, and I said that at the time. I was like, yeah, I feel like Forspoken's like a $40 game, you know. So it's like,
right.
And now people are like, oh yeah, like it's just you get these gamers that are just like, I want to hate everything. It's like, man, that sucks, man. There's so many great, like 2023 was so fun for like the game releases. Oh no, ow, they got me.
Yeah, and the game haters will feed each other, you know.
Well, there's that loop of you know, like the attention and things like that, because we know evolutionarily, you know, we're prone to negative and you know, that negative data is more vital for our survival, so it gets more attention, you know, and it just hacks the process. So that's where it's like, all right, I'm just gonna go hands on with it. That's where also, like, I still like it's interesting. I'm always like entertained by the comments that I get sometimes, because people are like, oh, you like this game? Like, yeah, like I find enjoyment in video games, guys. You know, it's not to say that oh, this game is perfect, but a lot of people just like, oh, you know, they make it more about their tribe than anything else, and nothing you can really do about it except for like, all right, while you're over there bitching about, you know, whatever, like I'm having a great time over here, you know.
I noticed the game, if it releases and if people like it, they always wish that the developers would do more.
Mm-hmm.
I always want more detail, more to do. If the developer stops adding to it or developing it, the game dies and everybody's upset. And so here you got Star Citizen. Like I said, you got people complaining it's too detailed, it's too immersive. And all I can think of is there'll be those that are going to want more. So I'm all for CIG just going as far as they can go.
Yeah, make the game that they want to make, you know.
Yeah, if we got to go to the bathroom, I'm okay with that. Make it more.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty cool. Because it also it's always these, like, people forget about these complementary systems. Like, one of the things that downtime brings into a game, you know, that sense of immersion. Yeah. It actually encourages more social time and some like other things like that. So it's like, yeah, you know, that's where some people complain about how games like, oh, MMOs aren't social anymore. It's like, oh, really? Nuts.
I don't do a lot of MMOs, but I know what you're saying. When they mentioned something about having to consolidate your ammo, you know, take the individual rounds out of a magazine and consolidate them into one magazine, and there was kind of an uproar, mixed uproar on that one. And I'm thinking, you know, that'd be good capital punishment for somebody who screwed up in the last mission. Gets to consolidate everybody's ammo during the trip home. You know, it just depends on what you do with it. I mean, if you get into peeling potatoes, hey, there you go. There's a new form of punishment.
There you go, man.
Mopping floors, swabbing the decks.
Yeah, the immersive nature of this game is really impressive.
As long as the frame rates are good, you don't run across some crashing bug. But yeah. I'm one of those people who doesn't experience a lot of bugs.
Yeah, I've seen a few, but it's not like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's riddled with bugs. It's like, it's playable.
It's playable. I don't get a lot of the bugs. I mean, I get a lot of the common ones where you got to fiddle with the star map to get it to work right, or, you know.
I'm looking forward to the quality of life updates they showed off with the 4.0 update, and we say 4.0 in terms of Alpha 4.0. You know, it's
star map. I got a friend who's had a game package, I don't know, since 2014, and then he's played it that I know of a half a dozen times. We tried to connect, and that poor guy And he's got a better system than I do, that
Yeah.
I've been playing on. Gets every bug this game can throw at him. Every single one. I mean, he can't get anything done in an hour, hour and a half. He just fights everything.
That's
And he
a
loves
bummer.
the game, but it's so frustrating for him that
Yeah.
he just doesn't play it.
That can be that can definitely be demoralizing. And I'm the same way too. Like when the New World expansion launched, it was like the queue times were just absurd. And I'm like, I don't feel like spending my time in a queue. I'm just gonna go play another game during this during this time.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I like this mode, this team elimination, because I was like, I like gun game because it was fun to play around with the different weapons, but I was like, But then, they bring in, oh dude, like if they bring, there's so much potential, and I'm somebody who gets excited by potential. I'm like, let's freaking go,
Yeah. Which is what I love about Star Citizen is they just keep expanding and keep expanding new ideas,
Yeah.
As long as
Begin.
Going after green, baby. That's right, I can lean left and right. Oh, where'd he go? Oh! Got him. Oh, there's a grenade. They have grenades? Did not know there were grenades in this game. Does anybody know the grenade key? Oh. See.
you did say Ginger Prime on
YouTube.
oh YouTube. I went to Twitch, sorry.
No, Twitch, it's worked a game.
Okay.
Yeah, if you watch on whatever platform you prefer to watch on.
YouTube. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I like YouTube way more. Now YouTube is absolutely still behind the 8 ball when it comes to features that versus Twitch, and I'm just like, are they ever gonna bump this stuff up?
There you go. You're at Security Post Korea. Okay.
What's up?
You're at SPK.
What's SPK?
Security Post Korea.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no, wait a minute. What are you? Are you playing Star Marine?
I'm playing Arena Commander,
Okay.
the
That's what that is.
the
Okay.
team elimination right now.
Okay.
Throw a grenade first. Equip it by pressing G. Okay. Throw underarm or right click to throw overarm. Dude, I love that. Let me try it. We'll do. There we go. Yes, cool. And then SG to go back to weapons. Nope. I like how it just leaves that icon on the map. There's a bug there. See, like the bugs that I experience haven't been game breaking and making it unplayable. It makes me laugh, you know? It's like, thank you so much, Solemn. I appreciate you so much for that help. Ah, blasted all. You got me.
See, somebody in your chat asked if this is going to come to Steam, and I'm going to have to say not likely.
You don't think that it should? I mean, I know that there's a fee there, but Steam's a very popular launcher.
Chris Roberts likes to stay away from.
I don't think for the alpha.
Influence.
Well, I mean, I don't think for the alpha, but like, you know, launching it on, I don't know, Steam just seems like if that's where people want to, you know, find it and purchase it. Who knows? Like, I mean, obviously that's his call.
It is. I don't see it happening, but if
even like
money's
to say
there,
that Squadron 42 isn't, you know, like Squadron 42 wouldn't launch on Steam, you know, I don't know. It would. I don't think it necessarily needs to be day and date, but it's like over the life, etc. Like we've continued to see more and more games supporting Steam. Whoa! How did he? All right. LMG, interesting. Nope, you're my team. Got him.
I have never played Star Marine since we could play the game and log in. I've never done it.
Yeah. I like it. It's this is just like when people are like, oh, it's, you know, the persistent universe is too complicated. I just want to play. It's like, oh, they have Arena Commander. I think that's such a smart feature. Because it's like, oh, if I want to do PvP, it's like now I can. Oh.
I'm not a huge combat fan, so I tend to avoid it.
That's the thing. Like, I think in the main persistent universe, I'd probably be a farmer. You know, it's like, yep, I'm just farming up materials. But like, yeah, I do enjoy. So I was thinking about playing, who knows? I might play some Halo today as well, because they launched, at least in Halo, the firefight, PvE mode, which is just a lot of fun.
Did
Plus,
they
I
ever
need
make
to-
they ever make the campaign in Halo co-op yet?
They have. I haven't played it co-op yet.
Okay.
Like I haven't actually played the Halo campaign. No, I forgot to reload. I'm an idiot. I died. My hubris. My hubris. KBM says, "Are you going on a live play before your next live? Am I going to a live play before next live? Like, are you talking about the persistent universe? Yeah, like if there was somebody who wanted to do anything. Let's see what time is it. It's 11. I think I'll take my first big break here in a match or two. Go get some lunch, play some Monopoly with the kids. Might go for a walk. What time did I actually? Oh, the match is over. Perfect. All right.
Match over.
Ah, we won. Woo! What was the? How did I schedule this for? I said 1:30. I'm gonna say 2 just in case.
Five, four, three, two, one. Start.
Let's get this done, baby. Yeah, I might even, like, it depends on how I feel. I might even say, whoa, look at the blood and the storytelling going on right here, guys. Holy crap. Like how we're Christmas colors, red and green, baby. Oh, fudge. Deploy. Oh, I add him dead to rights and I suck. Oh my goodness. So it's, I don't know. I love video games, dude. They're just so much fun.
Well, they're an easy form of entertainment. It's interactive, that's for sure.
Yeah, now I tend to not like play them at night anymore, which has been really good. Much better on my sleep than anything else. But it's always nice when I can play during the day when I'm like wide awake, got nothing else to do. But yeah, having I was able to. I did just a light workout before playing and streaming today, which has been enjoyable. Ow. Got him. Try this grenade thing. He's my team. Am I out of ammo? I'm out of ammo. Okay. Can I scavenge from these people? Ha ha! Oh. Ah, blast it all. Got 2 points for that kill. Got him! Ha ha! Oh, 2 of them, they had me. Nope. Oh, bollocks. My ammo clip is floating in air. Ah. Oh! Barely in the lead. No! Oh, there's you can't throw through the walls. Got it. That's what those things do then. Hey, what's up, bud? I don't know, is it? Whose turn is it right now? Okay. How long has he been playing? Okay. Well, let's let him have some more time, but I'll be down here in a little bit, and we can figure out whose turn it is.
Yeah, I know whose turn.
Has mom come back from the gym? Okay. Okay. When I come downstairs, we'll swap out whose turn it is, okay? Oh, come on. Thanks guys for the 20 likes on the stream. I appreciate that. Oh, nuts. Just gotta hold the lead for 40 seconds, boys. Let's do it.
Match over.
Game.
Outlaws win.
Haha, sweet. That's around 11:30. I think it's a good time. Good time to take a nice long break. I'll be back this afternoon with some Elden Ring and then maybe some No Man's Sky after that. But we will see. Thanks you, Blump, for joining in, dude. I really appreciated getting to talk to you and hang out. Here we exit the menu, and then for those of you who are on the YouTube side, it should redirect you into the next stream, so that way if you guys are curious. Also, again, open comms, so if you want to come hang out for Elden Ring, backseat driving is more than welcome. I've been having a lot of fun with that game, and we're going to keep the From Friday tradition rocking and rolling until we can get some more wins and clears and so much more. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoy your, if you come back and join me again, your break, and otherwise, hopefully you guys, if I don't see you or talk to you, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas as well, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching, and if you are a VOD watcher, if this is an archive and you made it to this point, you are a freaking legend. Be sure to sound off in the comments that I am legend, and then that way I can know that you made it to this point for the secret call out. And outside of that, guys, love you faces. Hopefully I will see you in the next stream, but until then, take care.